What's up guys, it's me Drew, and in today's episode of the Let's Play we're going to be crafting a vaulting pole so I can explore the rest of my island, crafting better tools so I don't have to make new ones all the time, going to different islands to gather resources, and donating to Blathers to start construction on the museum. So let's get started. What's up guys, it's me Drew, and welcome back to the second episode of the Let's Play. So the first thing that I did in this episode was pay off my loan to Tom Nook, which was just 5,000 Nook Miles. So this was pretty simple because I did make a video on how to get Nook Miles, so I just used that method, and it was actually a really easy process. So I basically did that and then paid off my loan so I could finally get a house and move out of that tiny tent, which was actually really awesome. But then I wanted to craft a vaulting pole, so that required 5 softwood. So that was sort of a problem because I didn't have that, and so I had to go around looking for softwood, and that was a pretty rare drop from these trees. I don't know why, but I did end up getting quite a bit. But then my axe broke, of course, so I had to make a new axe. I did earn some Nook Miles though for how much wood I chopped, and when I checked the recipe for the flimsy axe, it turned out I didn't have any of the materials required. I couldn't craft my flimsy axe, so I pretty much just had to go around and gather materials for that before I could actually make my flimsy axe. So I was pretty much just picking up a ton of sticks, and then finally I was able to craft my axe. Now I was able to chop a bunch more trees down and get a ton of softwood to actually be able to create the vaulting pole, which was really good. So now I'm just gonna craft this vaulting pole. And this is gonna be the first time I've ever explored the island with this vaulting pole. Oh, there's a bug. I don't even have a net, so I'm glad that I can see all this stuff now, because I really haven't been able to do anything just on that tiny portion. And I got my first fossil, I guess. So I'm gonna go give that to Blathers after, and this is cool. I'm gonna try to grab this fish right over here. It literally just went inside him and he doesn't notice. Alright, okay, it's a dab. Yeah, I don't really want to spend a bunch of time doing that right now because I'm going to be gathering materials from a different area in a different island, so I'm going to be heading over there soon. So I'm just going to jump over here, see what there is. I don't know, there's really nothing over here, but I guess it's cool to be able to come over here. Oh, I might be able to get another fossil right here. In the meantime, I'm just going to be heading back home, and I'm going to craft up a bunch of tools. So yeah, and that is exactly what I did. So I got materials for more tools, which was pretty helpful because I recently purchased the better tools thing. So I was able to craft a bunch of other tools that were better than the ones I had before, just in preparation for going to the island. So I also wanted to purchase the Pocket Organization Guide because I still had a bunch of Nook Miles left over from that video. Now once I got that was pretty helpful. I got more space in my inventory, which I just emptied out in my house so that I could go to the island and bring back as much stuff as I possibly could. Now when I flew to my first island, there was pretty much nothing there. I don't think it's a very rare island. I don't know too much about islands, but this one doesn't seem super rare. I did eat some fruit though, and I thought that you had to eat 10 fruit to be able to move something. I didn't even know it was 1 for each thing that you moved. I also went fishing a little bit, and most of the items that I got from fishing were really weird. Like I caught a can, and I also caught a bunch of tadpoles, so it really wasn't very good fishing. And I also caught some bugs, which were pretty common ones that I didn't actually have to have. I also didn't realize how strong the axe was and chopped down an entire tree, which doesn't really matter because it's on this island. I also tried to convince Bangle to move to my island. which would be really nice if she could come to my island. So I thought that would be a cool idea, but unfortunately she still hasn't come to my island. I don't really know why though. Now I went back home and I sold all my items and I met Sahara. So I have actually never seen her, but I bought a rug for 3,000 bells and I planted a bunch of the trees I got just to free up inventory space. So that was pretty good, but cedar trees, they don't really seem to do anything. I also found a fossil while I was doing that. I planted some more trees and then I went home and I put on my wallpaper. So I actually ended up buying this skyscraper wall and it actually looks really nice. So if you can see when it's on the wall, I think it looks so cool. I don't know why, I just really love how that looks. Now, one thing that I do kind of notice is that you can make your own wallpapers, so you could make a Minecraft one. I did end up going to another island and I wanted to get some tarantulas, so I started clearing out the island like in the Austin John Plays video, but that didn't end up working, so I tried to go home. But since you had to clear out your inventory for the Austin John Plays thing, I forgot all my tools there, so I had to go back and just grab all of my tools. I had quite a few things, so I pretty much just picked that up and brought it home to sell. So then I just decided to go home. Okay, so now really quickly, I kind of want to donate to Blathers to see if I can finish up his museum, because I really want to get that built, and I think it just takes a day, so I will have time by tomorrow to have his museum, I think, if that's how long it actually takes. So I just have 2 more donations to make. So I'm going to donate this common butterfly here. So with that, I only need 1 more donation to open the museum. So I'm going to have to find something else to donate. So I think if I check in my house, I might have something in the storage. But I'm really not sure. I might actually have to go catch another bug or fish. I'm actually just going to head over and sell stuff to the Nooklings because my inventory is completely full, so I don't have any room to have anything else. Oh, I also noticed there's a fossil right here, so I also have my expanded tool thing, so I'm actually going to be able to use that, which is pretty good. Okay, if we actually dig the right thing. And then I got a fossil. So I'm sure since now I have this fossil plus 3 other fossils, then I'll have 4 fossils, so I can actually just bring them to Blathers, and I'm probably not going to have ones that I've already donated, so that's pretty good. Each and every one have not appeared in our collection, that's pretty good. So I'm going to be making a donation of just one of them, and then I can open up the museum. At last we could submit our application to build a proper museum. So now that I got all the donations, I'll see you tomorrow when the museum's actually built. So when I got on this morning, I was so excited, but unfortunately the museum was not actually built. It will be completed tomorrow, so that will be in next episode. But I just had to see it for myself, and of course it was just in a big green box, which was really unfortunate. I did find some buried money though, which is helpful, but I left the hole open, and you'll see why in a second. I found this bug on a stump, and I was confused why that was there, but then I went and found a fossil, and so that was good. But on my way back, I noticed the bug respawned again, so I decided to catch that, and maybe, I don't know why that guy respawns a lot, but maybe I could sell those. Then I decided to make a tree farm, so I pretty much marked the areas using the customizable tiles. Then I removed all the trees, which might seem kind of weird, but in a second you'll see why. So I went back to that hole and I buried some money in it, which was $10,000. Then I picked up the tree and I walked all the way back to the farm and planted that there. So this is going to be a money tree farm, so hopefully I can earn quite a lot of money just from doing that. Then I decided to water it. I don't really know how watering works in this game, so I just watered it twice. Comment down below if you know a bit more about how that works. But to be honest, I'm really not sure, and I might just have to look it up. So that is pretty much all for this episode. So next week I'm not going to be uploading 3 times because then one of the videos starts to be lower quality. So if I can upload 2 way higher quality videos in a week, then I think that's a better strategy. So be sure to press subscribe.